Hello everyone, good evening to all of you. So guys, let's start the exam analysis for Computer Science Gate 24 afternoon session. So student, we have seen the Computer Science complete paper analysis and memory based question for forenoon session. And now we are going to discuss the afternoon session detailed analysis as well as the detailed solution of the memory based question. So I have some questions also from digital logic subject, we'll solve very soon. But first of all, you should just confirm audio and video in the chat box, or you should share the session link to maximum so that maximum students can get benefited. And if you are from EC Electrical, the digital logic questions also you can definitely need to see and definitely try to attempt. Okay. And my dear student, if you are from computer science and if you are planning to write Gate 25 exam, Gate 26 exam, then of course this session going to be very important for you. And those who already written the exam, you should also check that how many questions you are able to solve correctly in the examination hall and how much score you can expect. Okay. So let's start the session, guys. First of all, here we'll discuss about the subject wise weightage. So in the computer science, as far as each subjects are concerned, we'll discuss about the subject wise weightage from the last 5 years from 19 to 23. So if I talk about the general weightage, general aptitude, it is generally fixed for 15 marks. Data structure and C, the weightage vary from 9 to 12. From the database DBMS varies between 5 to 8. Theory of computation varies between 8 to 11. Operating system weightage is generally vary between 7 to 10. Digital logic subject vary between 2 to 6. Algorithm varies between 2 to 7. Engineering maths varies between 7 to 11. Discrete maths varies 6 to 12 marks. COA subject weightage varies from 3 to 11 and computer network varies from 8 to 10 and CD varies from 4 to 8 marks. So these are the general weightage for each subject from the last 5 years. Now student will discuss about the number of pattern of questions that has been asked in the last 3 or 4 years. So we have the data from Gate 20, 21, 22, 23. So last 4 year data we have. As you know that in Gate 21 only the MSQ question was introduced. So before that only MCQ and NIT. Now student, if we focus on the last year data, Gate 23 we have 34 MCQ, 15 MSQ multiple select questions and NIT 16. And we have also seen today forenoon session 20 MSQ was asked, my dear student, 20 MSQ. Hello Amit, how are you? I hope you are fine. Yes. So Sandeep and Amit, chali. So student, if I talk about this afternoon paper analysis part, so first of all, the pattern of question that has been asked, there is a big difference as far as MSQ is concerned. In the forenoon session, 20 MSQ was asked, where in the afternoon session, only 8 MSQs was there. Only 8 MSQs. 35 MCQ in today's afternoon computer science exam, 24. NIT questions was 22 and 8 questions from MSQ. You know that in the MSQ NIT we don't have the negative marking. Again, we don't have the advantage to, we can say that in the NIT question we don't have advantage to eliminate the options, just like in MCQ questions. So guys, if I talk about the overall weightage, subject wise weightage for Gate 24 afternoon exam, then here we have the pie chart and will show you engineering mathematics 5 marks, general aptitude 15 marks, that is fixed always. In engineering mathematics here, why less weightage? Why? Because here the syllabus part is also less as compared to other branch. You know that in the computer science student, if I talk about engineering mathematics, only linear algebra, probability and calculation is only there. Okay. So student, if I talk about C programming and data structure, 11 marks the weightage for today's exam paper, computer science afternoon session Gate 24. Compiler design weightage 10 marks, theory TOC 5 marks, DBMS 8 marks, digital logic again 5 marks. I think it is similar to the forenoon session. In forenoon session also digital asked for 5 marks only, DMGT 7 marks, operating system 10 marks, CO8 Again the major subject 12 marks, computer network 7 marks and algorithm 5 marks. So this is the overall subject wide weightage for the GATE 24 computer science afternoon session, and which is somewhere similar or some weightage may be vary from the as compared to the forenoon sessions. So both the subject wide weightage we have discussed. Forenoon session already discussed, the video is available for you. Live session we have conducted, now recorded video is also available for you. So now student, let's start the first question from digital logic. I am going to start the question from digital logic. So digital logic question is very easy and based on the number system. And if you attended my class guys, this question you guys can solve even without using notebook and pen. I will write the question in this box first. Here. And you will write the, and it is not a MCQ, it was a MSQ, okay, it was a MSQ question. So the question is, which of the following is R, which of the following, I am writing complete question here, you can also write guys if you are a future aspirants for the GATE exam. So which of the following is R, equivalent to, I am writing in short form, equivalent to 2, 2, 4 and base 5. And we have the options as well, option A, option B, option C, option D. Option A is 121, 7. You can solve this question by using multiple approach, even you can go for option elimination also here, 100, 8 and 64, 10. Yeah. It is a very easy question, very easy question guys. Even you should try to attempt also, yes. So student, whenever such type of questions are concerned, number system simple conversion is concerned. So if I talk about 2 to 4, we'll discuss about the conventional approach also, and we'll discuss about the smart approach also. Both the approach we'll discuss in detail. So 2 to 4, 5, if you wish to convert into base 10, you know that we have to convert this other two decimal is always easy. We have to multiply with base 5 ki power 0. We have to multiply with 5 ki power 1. We have to multiply with 5 square. So when you will do this, you will get twice into 5 square plus 5 into 2 plus 4 only. So when you will do this 5 square 25 into 2, you will get 50 for sure. 5 2 are 10 and plus 4. So answer is 64. So student, as far as decimal equivalent is concerned, it is 64 only, and exactly it is mentioned in the option number D for Delhi. So it was a MSQ, so definitely option D is correct. But here you should not go for the next question. Here you need to wait and you need to check the other options as well. Very good jumping dance. You are correct only beta. So D option for sure correct guys. Now other options you have a look. Here is 8, here is 16, here is 7, okay guys. So even you can cross check from the options as well, okay. If I want to check option number C, if I want to convert into decimal equivalent is 64 only. So if I want to check this 8 ki power 0, 8 ki power 1, 8 ki power 2, and 8 ki power 2 means 8 square exactly 64. So option number C for sure correct. Option number C must be correct. Option number C must be correct. Tell me yes or no. Even you can also go for this different approach. Student, you can easily convert 6410 to binary. If you wish to convert into binary, how can you can also manage by using the weight. I hope you remember the weight concept. The weight is 2 ki power 0, 2 ki power 1, 2 ki power 2, 2 ki power 3, 2 ki power 4. Like that we have the weight. Is this clear or not beta? So if you know the weight concept, you can also write like this: 2 ki power 0 weight, 2 ki power 1 weight, 2 ki power 2, 2 ki power 3, 2 ki power 4, 2 ki power 5, 2 ki power 6 and 2 ki power 7 and so on. So what you want? You want only 64, 2 ki power 6, 64, so 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Yeah, simple. Is this clear or not beta? I hope it is clear to you. So if you want to convert into 2 ki power 0 to 2 ki power 0, 1, 2, 3, 2 ki power 8, 2 ki power 4, 16, 2 ki power 5, 32, 2 ki power 6 is 64, yes. So how can you convert into directly octal? If this is the binary, if you wish to convert into octal, you can make a 3-bit pair. So you can make the pair of 3 bits, so 0, 0 and 1. So of course it will be 100 in the binary. However, 100 in the octal, not binary. Binary is this, 100 in the octal. So that is why option number C is correct. And even you want to check the option number A, you can here also check 7 ki power 1, 7 ki power 2, 7 ki power 3. So if you will multiply like this, you will get 1 into 7 square plus 2 into 7 and plus 1. And do you know 7 whole square 49 plus 7 to ja 14 plus 1. So of course it will be 64 in 10. So this is also a correct answer. So that is why for this option A, C, D is definitely for sure correct. Definitely guys, you can also go for this approach. You can also convert the decimal 64. You can convert the 64 decimal into in the base 7 also. You can go for this also. You will get the same 121. How you will get guys? You can check here. 7 when you will divide this. So you will get what guys? 7 9 ja 63. 1 you will left. Again 7 1 ja 7 2 will left. Again 7 0 ja 1 2 left. So 1 2 1 for sure. So like that also you can cross check. But it is not required in the gate. It is not required in the gate. You know very well, you know everything, but everything is not required to do in the examination hall. Sometime only small effort is sufficient to solve the gate questions and secure the full out of full marks. Is it clear beta? Tell me guys, yes or no? So this question was there. If you have attempted the paper, just confirm the data. If you have attempted the question, then just confirm the data. Are you guys attempted this question? I think you already solved this question. I hope you guys already attempted this question. Yes. Even student, you can also compare in the form of 16. In the 16 student, from the binary to 16, how to convert? From binary to 16, how to convert? We have to make a 4-bit pairs. So if you will make the pair of 4 bit na, then what you will get here and here it will be what guys? It will give you 4. So it means in the hexa it should be 40 hexa. Even you can also open 16 ki power 0, 16 4 ja. And 16 4 ja is 64 only. So that is why this is wrong. This is wrong. Why this is wrong? Because the correct answer is 40 in base of 16. 40 agar hota, then ABCD will correct. If 40 in base 16, if 40 in base 16, then all the ABCD will be correct. Is this clear, bachcho? Yes, chali. So I have one more question, and that question is actually not deserve a gate question actually. Why I am telling this, you will also get to know when I will show you question. It is just from the Boolean properties. When we start the class chapter number 2 Boolean algebra, in the chapter in the starting of the chapter we always write the Boolean properties. Some basic property based questions are there. So I will write the question first here, and after that we will discuss the solution part. So what will be the question guys? The question is here, and it is a MCQ by the way. Question from digital logic. And based on the Boolean properties, and question is MCQ. And the question is, which of the following is incorrect relation? Which of the following is incorrect relation? Which of the following is incorrect relation? So option number A, option B, option C, option D. So here it is given that x dot 1 equal to x. Here it is given x plus x bar equal to 1. Here given 1 plus x equal to 1 and x dot x equal to 0. Tell me guys, tell me. If I talk about the simple Boolean properties, how many of you remember? Even I should write in terms of x only. So x dot x bar, x dot 1, x dot 0. You know this property guys. Even if I talk about x plus x bar, x plus 1 and x plus 0. So if you want to write the Boolean properties, simple AND properties and OR properties, you know everything even. You know this all everything. Yes or no? So x dot x is x only, x dot x bar is 0, x dot 1 is x only, x dot 0 is 0 only. Similarly guys, x plus x is x only, x plus x bar is 1 only, x plus 1 is 1 only, and x plus 0 of course x only. So here which is correct? X dot 1 is x correct only. A is correct. We are looking for which is incorrect. It is correct. We are looking for which is incorrect. So this is correct. X plus x bar is also 1 correct. 1 plus x is also 1 correct. So these three are correct. These three are correct, but we are looking for incorrect. So x dot x should be x. X dot x, a dot a. So x dot x should be x, but here it is given 0. So that is why this is only incorrect. Correct answer option number D for Delhi, because we are looking for the incorrect. I hope you guys getting the same. I hope you guys getting the same. Tell me guys, yes or no? So now we'll try to solve. Okay, so digital logic question we have solved guys, 2 questions till now I have just received from my student side. Okay, so very soon or Ravi sir will also come and he will solve some questions from the COA, operating system, even computer network, CD subject, TOC subject. Okay, so just stay tuned and followed by we'll solve the mathematics question, engineering mathematics as well as general aptitude questions also by Priyanka ma'am. Okay dear students, so first of all you should also write something in chat box according to your experience. What was the difficulty level? Because what I have noted that in the forenoon sessions, many students are saying that the question paper was moderate level, even engineering mathematics quite easy, the general aptitude was moderate level. Similarly, technical also many students are saying it is a moderate level, not tough. Yes? So guys, just allow for us for the next 1 minute and after 1 minute, we will again continue the session with the other subjects memory based question solution. Yes, ready? Yes guys, so we have Ravi sir with us. So I have one question to you. I think you have seen the forenoon session also. In the forenoon, students are saying that the exam paper was easy to moderate. And how was the difficulty level for afternoon session? My question to you for specifically afternoon session. I have solved 2 questions digital, very easy question.
Yeah. So from digital, which I got information from digital, even some programming questions are easy.
Okay.
But when it is comes to some operating system questions and the COA, little moderate to tough. So overall, we can see moderate. Paper is moderate.
Paper is moderate. Okay.
So not many questions are easy. Not many questions are hard. So, but sir, one thing I'll tell you, sir, as per the questions which I saw from the student. From especially for computer science, like computer networks and compiler design, TOC, OAS, CO, whatever discussed in the classroom now.
Oh, similar.
All.
Okay.
Most of the questions from classroom only, directly questions. Those who prepared well computer networks. So I think 4 or 5 questions came, sir, directly from the notes only.
So that is why we multiple times we remind student ki do revision multiple times.
And if you have proper notes and properly revised everything and previous, we emphasis a lot on you solve more PYQs questions. Exactly. Sir, one digital question I'll show. Very old paper question they given so minterms are connected to NAND and NOR gate, like the XOR gate question. They asked. Okay. So I don't have a data. We'll solve.
Collect the data. We'll
solve that question.
Right now I solved 2 questions here. One is this, very easy.
Is MSQ question. You framed it.
And one question this we
number system also.
Number system also I think. This was the question.
Number system. Yes.
It was a MSQ.
MSQ question. Yes, MSQ question. Yes, sir. Yes.
So we have some questions?
Yes, we have some questions. I'll start
Yeah.
So hello students, I have some questions so that can be seen. The question is from computer networks. The computer networks in the classroom time also I emphasized a lot. So definitely questions will be there from IP addressing system. It can be from supernetting or subnetting. And there are also classful and classless will be there, right? So from classless they given a question here. So this type of questions also we have solved in the classroom. So IP addresses they given a range. IP addresses range given. 10.12.2.0 to 10.12.3.255. Now they are asking here, what is a valid CIDR? What is a valid CIDR? CIDR, you know definition, right? CIDR is A dot, B dot, C dot, suffix some n will be there. This n is indicates, so number of bits for network part it will indicate. So this format they want to show this range of a block of IP addresses. The block of IP addresses, for this they are asking CIDR notation. Option A given, so 10.12.2.0 suffix this 21 given. Option B given 10.12.2.0.22. Option C is given 10.12.2.0 suffix 20. So option D is given 10.12.2.0/23 is given like this. Now after combining this one, what is a CIDR notation they are asking here. So let's see how we can solve this question. Yes, Snail Kumar, what kind of doubt you have? Definitely you can post it, you can comment it, definitely we can address it. So now here, how to solve this question if you see. Now if you look at this IP address system and see how many IP address, like how many IP address are there in this group of IP address. If you see, when this 10.12.2.0 next will be 1, so this can grow till 255, right? Okay. So when is 255 happen, next will be 256, but 256 I cannot have, but I have to make it. So next IP address is 10.12.3.0. So this can go till 255, correct or not? So this only range is given, right? Here is how many IPs are there? 256. Here is 256. Total 512 are there. 512 IP addresses are there in the block. So now 512 IP address are there. How many bits required for host? 9 bits required or not? 9 bits required, right? So 9 bits if you subtract from 32, how much? So 9 bits you have to subtract from 32. So 23 bits, right? 23 bits only? Yes or no? 32 minus 9. 32 minus 9, 27 bits. So sorry, 23 bits, 23 bits. Now, so giving the notation, you can take any IP address from the block and you have to suffix to 23 bits, right? So now, so directly there is no confusion giving like 23 or something else. So that, so one of the IP address, we can take from this block 10.12.2.0 we can take and suffix 23. So option D is the right answer for this question. I hope this question was framed for 2 mark question. If somebody already attempted, you can tell. So Snehil, so what are the doubts you have? So one more question we'll see. The questions which we got, we'll observe like from COA. So from COA some questions we'll observe. So in the classroom also when I discuss like floating point number representation, I have focused very clearly on the basics before 1985. So IEEE standard was not there. So normal procedure used to have, each architect should have differently. So those concepts I discussed, even IEEE format, single precision, double precision also we have studied from the classroom, right? So very good, very good. So you did correctly. That's good, that's good. Yes, this type of questions we have seen, computer networks, those type of questions we have seen in the classroom, correct or not? Yeah. So now from floating point number representation there is a question is given. IEEE 754 format of 32-bit single precision you mention. Now you ask that what is the largest number? What is the largest number? Largest number can be stored or something like this, they frame the question. And options given in terms of binary only. So option A like this, option A. So you can understand like, so I am segregating as like this is sign bit is 0 and exponent is given 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 and mantissa is having all ones, all 23 ones will be there, right? Yes or no? So option B given S equal to 0. So E equal to 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 0 and mantissa is all ones given. Option C S equal to 0, E is 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 4 ones and M is given 0, all zeros given. Option D given S equal to 0, E is 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 and M is all ones like this given. Largest number. So largest number they are asked, largest number representation. So now how much mantissa exponent can be, like as a normal number when you see, we have seen the ranges. So now capital E can be not 255, yes, the E having 8 bit, they said 8 bit allocated, for this 1 bit is allocated, so remaining mantissa is 23 bits, something like this. Okay. So with 8 bit, so 2 power of 8, 256 can have 0 to 255, but 0 and 252 both are reserved, right? We cannot use our normal number, right? Available number is 254, maximum is 254. So now some options you can eliminate it, right? So this cannot give a 254, you can eliminate, right? So this is given 255, you can eliminate it. This also can eliminate. Why? You get 255. 255 we do not have a number to represent, right? Because when 255 is reserved for what? Special values. So without observing also directly you can answer it, is it not? See, you eliminated ACD. Options are eliminated directly because without, I did not solve the question. So directly what we have seen, what we understand, when exponent field as yes. So when we when you want to store the largest number here, the exponent field should be full. The full value almost 254, not 255. So now other options are, this is not, cannot be because he is saying that this 128 bit position is what? 0. It gives 60, the 127, correct or not? It is not large value. Eliminated. This is 255, 255, cannot do it. So eliminated. Option is right, yes. So you mark B, option B, absolutely right, absolutely right. Yes, Sandeep, not only computer networks, the COA questions are, pipeline question, the things which we discuss in the classroom, same only, numbers only changed. Speed of factor they asked, I can discuss here. And instruction format, they frame the questions, just numbers only changed, same question only . Even operating system also, if you see operating system, there was a question from CPU scheduling algorithm, shortest job first, shortest remaining time first question asked. Shortest job first, shortest remaining time first question asked. So that is average waiting time, that's such type of questions already discussed in the classroom. And computer network, one more question I will show you, IP point of view, they asked no, I'll write it, what the question is. Snehal is saying that, so mantissa can be 0 and last can be 1 should be 0. Mantissa can be 0 and, no, if you want to make it largest number, mantissa should also full, you have to understand. So mantissa should also full, largest number they are asking, largest number. So mantissa should also full. So in that sense only we are selected. So let's see other questions also. Let's see other questions from computer architecture. So another question they ask instruction set. So instruction set given like this, instruction set is given, is having 32 bit, okay, 32 bit format, 32 bit format, okay, has the as have opcode field, comma, mode field also given, mode field also. This will define the addressing mode, comma, 2 register operands also mentioned, 2 register operands field also there, and comma, 12 bit. So 12 bit immediate operand given, immediate operand field is given, operand field is given. Now he asked how many opcodes are simply operations supported by this architecture, they asked. This question is from COA, 2 mark question they have framed it. numerical type question. Okay, correct. So now look this one. Okay, so this instruction format, length is what? 32 bit is there. Such a type of questions already discussed. Opcode field is there, followed by mode field is there, followed by let's say source register, and one more source register to assumption like this, and immediate operand field is there, immediate operand field. This field is given 12 bit, and they said here in bracket to mention there are 64 registers are there. There are 64 registers supported by this architecture, 64 registers. Now register field going to how many bits? 6 bits. This is 6 bits. Mode, how many modes are there? He said mode field, and also given here there are 8 addressing modes are there. 8 addressing modes are there. In the question is given 64 registers supported as well as 8 addressing modes are supported. 8 addressing modes with 3 bits required, right? Now this only question, how many opcodes possible now? How many? 12 plus 12, 24. 24 plus 3, 27. If 27 bits are removed, then 32 minus 27 how many? 5 bits or not? 5 bit. If 5 bit opcode are there, how many operations possible? Is it not 32? Yes or no? How many people got the answer 32? 32 is the right answer. 32 is the right answer for this question. Yes, Nehil. 32. Only confusion, no confusion here because the mode field extra added. Mode addressing mode field extra added. They said clearly 8 addressing modes are there. To refer one addressing mode, 3 bits required. The source operand requires 6 through 12. So I can get it opcode field 5 bits. That's nothing but 32. So 32 opcodes or 32 operations can be supported by this architecture. So this type of question. So they asked again 2 more question. So one more question is given like this. One more question is given from COA only. From COA. So let me take COA question. COA from disk problem. From disk, magnetic disk problem. They given like few parameters given. There are 500 sectors. So directly I am writing the data. So you confuse with this one because of that mode field. See 500 sectors per track given. 500 sector for a track and sector size given 512 bytes. 512 bytes. Okay, 512 bytes. And full stop. The disk is rotating with 6,000 rotation per minute. So such type of questions we discuss in the classroom. 6,000 number also used, rotating with 6,000 rotation per minute, and average seek time is 5 milliseconds given. 5 milliseconds. Okay, this information is given. So 500 sectors per track and some tracks also might be given, and sector has 512 bytes. Disk is rotating with 6,000 rotation per minute. Now a file has 3,000 sectors. A file has 3,000 sectors which randomly placed over the disk. This information is given. Yes or no? This 3,000 sectors are randomly placed. Such a question I discuss in the class. Sequentially placed how to access, randomly placed how to access I discuss. So now randomly placed, this also information is given. Now they said consider average rotational latency. It said rotational latency. Okay, this information given. Now how much time? What is the average? What is the average time is required? Time is required required to read a file from disk to memory, disk to main memory. This type of question. Some data might be missing here and there, but ultimately same question only. So difficult of the paper, shift to no. So difficult, see, like no, the first paper questions I did not see, like no, first session was people who are like students from the student data only. We got right moderate to tough, like little moderate like this. This second shift we can tell, second shift because most of the questions we observed. So we can say moderate only, not easy, not too easy questions are there, not too difficulty also. Little lengthy questions are there, like some programming questions also, some COOS question, little lengthy questions are there. So we can conclude the paper is moderate. But whether it's moderate or difficulty, normalization will happen. But second session we can conclude is moderate, like not too easy paper and not difficult paper. Now, how to solve this question? How to solve this question? So now which we know this one information, right? We know one information. So average time, read a file from read a sector from the disk will be, so seek time plus average rotational latency plus data transfer time. This expression or not? This expression, correct or not? So what we have to do it? Generally this is the expression giving to read like you understand a unit of disk. What is the basic unit of disk from disk? What is the basic unit of transfer from the disk? What is the basic unit of transfer from the disk? Anybody can answer? What is the minimum data I can read from the disk? Is it not byte? Is it not word? It is a one sector or cluster. But the basic unit you should take sector, you have to read it. Okay, sector you have to read it. So now this expression gives, so reading a sector from the disk, reading a sector from the disk, that you would understand. But now here how many sectors are there? How many sectors are there? In the question how many sectors? 3000 sectors given. You given 3000 sectors, right? So how they place 3000 sectors? Randomly place. So simply every sector access required. So this complete time or not? I should multiply by 3000. I should multiply by 3000 now. So what is seek time given? 5 milliseconds given. Now we need to find out the rotational time. We need to find out the rotational time. Sir, it is MSQ question. This is a NAT question now. This is a NAT question, numerical answer type question. Yes, you ask numerical type answer question only. You have to fill the, you have to place the value. Now it is disk is moving what? 6000 rotation per minute, right? Suppose if I ask you 1 minute, how many rotation will 6000? But I need only one rotation time. One rotation time equal to what happens? 60. 1 minute nothing but 60 seconds. Can I write? 60 seconds by 6000. Can I write or not? This 60 second, other in millisecond, this also I will express in millisecond. Now 60 into 1 second equal to 1000 milliseconds divided by what? 6000. So 0 cancel, this will get 10 milliseconds. Now rotation, one rotation time 10 millisecond, average means what? 5 milliseconds or not? Average was half rotation we should take, right? We have to take what? Half rotation we should take. Sir, it is a MSQ question, sir, not MCQ question. I think not correct. You are saying about this question? Amarendra Reddy, are you talking about this question? Respond. So this is not MCQ question because purely they are asking data. See, Amarendra, shift 1 was little tough we can tell compared to shift 2. Little tough you can say. Suppose, so slightly it is little tough paper compared to shift 2. Shift 2 is not easy, is not tough, is a moderate paper, ma'am. But some questions are little lengthy are there, especially from 1 or 2 questions from COA, one question from operating system like some programming or algorithm like this. So not some questions only found. That's the reason I am telling it is too easy questions also not there, 1 or 2 questions only maybe. Otherwise little we need to apply the concepts. So who are prepared well, then definitely scoring is easy in this paper compared to shift 1. Okay. So now 10 millisecond we got, right? Average is what? 5 millisecond we got. We need data transfer time. We need data transfer time. We need data transfer time. So now we know how to calculate data transfer time. Sir, yes sir, this is the numerical answer question. You are correct. You are correct. What is the answer, Fahad? Fahad Hassan, what is the answer you got for this question? What is the answer you got for this question? How to calculate data transfer time? One full rotation if I do, we can able to capture the one track capacity or not? We can able to capture one track capacity. Yes or no? One track capacity can be captured, right? Now one track capacity having, one track has how many sectors? 500 sectors are there. So now 500 sectors, 500 sectors can be read one track capacity, one rotation time was almost 10 milliseconds. But we want to read it what? One sector only. We want to read it what? One sector. How much time will it take? So this 10 milliseconds by, so 10 milliseconds by 500. This value is how much ma? So 0.02 milliseconds. Is it 0.02 millisecond? Yes or no? Then I have to substitute in this one. So 0.02 milliseconds. So you should multiply by how much? 3000. You have to multiply by 3000. Somebody answer 10.02 into 3000. So total answer is T average for reading this file is what? So this 10.02 into 3000. What is the unit? Unit is what? Milliseconds only na? Everything in milliseconds. So this value comes how much ma? So this we can write 02 by 100 into 3000 cancel. So this value is into 30. So this in milliseconds. But I think unit asked in seconds, I guess. Unit might be asked in seconds. I hope you are answering. Yes, all of you. What is the answer you got? Muguntan, what is the answer you got? Fahad and Muguntan, tell me what is the answer you got for this one. So this value is into 30. So 30.06, is it 30.06? I hope 30.06 is the answer. Someone answer it. Someone tell me. It is a correct. I hope you understand the question ma. And there is another question from DMA. COA only, another question from DMA. They given CPU clock rate is 4 megahertz. CPU clock rate is 4 megahertz. You have done a mistake. Yes, 30.06 absolutely right answer. So Muguntan, see small mistakes, 30.06 is correct. Absolutely right. Is it? They asked in seconds, right? This is in milliseconds. You have to express in what seconds? That's it. 30.06 is the right answer. 30.06 is the right answer. Anybody solved DMA question? There was a question of DMA from DMA. CPU clock rate is 4 megahertz is there, and they said 8 bytes can be transferred. DMA can transfer 8 bytes in one cycle, they said, in one cycle. Okay, in one cycle DMA capacity to transfer how much data? 8 byte data can transfer. Are you getting? Now they said, so DMA uses 1% of CPU cycles. 1% of CPU cycles. 1% only. Are you getting what? This is the rate of generating the cycles, but is only using 1% of those many CPU cycles for transferring the data. Now they ask DTR. DTR in bits per second. Bits per second they asked. What is the DTR? Data transfer rate of the DMA they asked. So I hope you understand the question. I think this 1 mark or 2 mark they have framed. Okay, it is again numerical type, sorry, it is a MCQ question. They given options also, MCQ question. Yes, how to solve DTR. So what you have to understand here, how many cycles are CPU generating? So CPU is operating, you can see the solution, all of you, easy. CPU is operating what? 4 megahertz, right? 4 megahertz, right? So 4 megahertz. So now tell me all of you, if 4 megahertz clock rate is there, can I say 4 mega clocks are generated per second or not? Yes or no? 4 mega, or you can write it, this also can write it, 4 into 10 power of 6 clocks. So clocks are generated by the processor per second. Per second this many clocks are generated. Per second this many clocks are generated. But out of which DMA using how much? 1%, right? So now what is 1% of it? So DMA uses 1% of it, right? That is 1%, nothing but 1 by 100 into what? 4 into 10 power of 6 clock cycles, clocks. So this value is how much? 4 into 10 power of 4 clocks used, clock cycles used. Okay, now. So now these many clock cycles used, meaning you understand, used for per second only, right? They are asking data transfer rate per second only. Now, so one cycle, how many you are sending? One cycle, DTR equal to, now I can write DTR equal to, so 4 into 10 power of 4, 4 into 10 power of 4 into, so one cycle you are sending 8 bytes. So this many cycles, like number of data transferred by this one per unit of time is seconds. Now I can say, so this many cycles require nothing but, so 8 bytes I have to say. Now, so they are asking in terms of bits, right? Bits per second. So 10 power of 4 into 8 bits. So bits per second. So this value you have to simplify it. This value you have to simplify. So 64 into 4, 256. So 256 4 zeros bits per second is DTR. This is your answer. I think one of the option is there. Anybody solve this question? Any one of you solve this question? Everyone do respond. One of the option is there. Is there one of the option? You might have seen. You might have seen the question from this COA. Yes, do respond. Sir, shift 1 paper was tough or shift 2's paper is tough. So Fahad, actually if I do comparison, shift 1 little, like it is, some questions are little tough, like moderate to between the tough you can say, and overall paper of shift 2 is what? Overall paper of shift is moderate. Now if I do the comparison, you can say paper 1 was little tougher than this paper 2, session 2. Yeah, one of the option were there, right? Any one of us solved, there was a question from pipeline, directly straight away question from instruction pipeline, and similarly also framed from shift 1, also framed one question. Any one of us solved from paper 2 instruction pipeline question. So Snehal, wait, like aptitude faculty very soon going to be connected. So all the aptitude questions problem can be discussed. So let's sometime we'll spend on the core subject which we got from memory based. Any one of you remember or answered pipeline question? So let me take the pipeline, instruction pipeline question. They said the processor running first initially non-pipeline. Okay. So non-pipeline, okay, non-pipeline stages are 6 stages are there. They're given like this. Non-pipeline having 6 stages and clock rate is 2 megahertz. Clock rate is 2 megahertz. Okay. And here clock per instruction in a non-pipeline also given 1. non-pipeline given 1. And this is upgraded into 5-stage instruction pipeline. Is upgraded into 5-stage instruction pipeline. And they mention clearly here is clock per instruction is again 1 only. Clock per instruction is 1 only. Instead of writing all the things, some directly data I am taking. Yeah, you can keep share the questions, no problem. Doubt you share it, like definitely when the aptitude faculty comes and he will address definitely. Now look at, are you getting my question? So non-pipeline having 6 stages, average clock per is 1 and clock rate is 2 megahertz. And this is redesigned to what? 5-stage instruction pipeline. Clock per instruction is 1, again say use same only 2 megahertz. Use 2 megahertz clock rate only. 2 megahertz clock rate only used. 2 megahertz clock rate only used. Now they said clearly, what they said, there are 20% of, okay, they said 20% of data hazard, okay, data hazards, okay, incurs 2 stall cycles, incurs 2 stall cycles. 2 stall cycles, please understand, 20% of data hazards incurs 2 cycles. Again they said 20% of control hazards incurs 3 stall cycles. 3 stall cycles. I repeat straight question. I hope you might have seen this question, right? All of you, have you seen this question? 5-stage instruction pipeline, clock per instruction is 1 under same like a frequency, and 20% data hazards incurring 2 stall cycles and 20% control hazard incurring 3 stall cycles. Now time for non-pipeline, if you see, each instruction taking what? 1 clock cycle, 6 days, that is 6 clocks will take, right? 6 clocks will take, correct or not? Now in case of pipeline, what happens? Pipeline, clock per instruction generally 1 only, but due to dependency it will increase. So 1 plus 20% of what? Data hazards incurring 2 clock cycles plus 20% of control hazard is incurring 3 clock cycles. This value is 1 plus 0.4 plus 0.6. This value is how much? 2, is it not? 2 clocks only. You'll get 2 clocks, right? 2 clocks only you'll get. Yes or no? Now speed of factor they asked. Speed of factor achieved with non-pipeline compared to pipeline. So time with non-pipeline by time with pipeline. Here how many clocks we got? 6 clock cycles. Here how many we got? 2 clock cycles. So time is not required to calculate, directly 3. Speed of factor is answer is 3. How many people mark 3 for this question? Yes ma'am. This is directly from the classroom. Whatever we discuss from the classroom, direct straight away question. Yes. Any one of you? So speed of factor is 3. The speed of factor we achieved for this is what? Answer should be 3. Answer should be 3. This is COA from pipeline. Pipeline question. Then this also. So let me from here only. COA DMA concepts. From DMA they are framed. Okay. So now 2 questions from this again disk question, right? 3. This is again 4 question. 4. This is 5. Yes or no? So 5 questions, 5 or 6 questions came from COA paper. So some questions you see, some questions from operating system. What the question came from operating system, we'll observe it. What the question came from operating system, you can observe. Operating system, there was a question they given, process ID A, B, C, D, and arrival time of a process given 0, this is 2, this is 4, this is 6. And burst time, if any one of remember, you can tell me what are the burst times given. Burst times. The burst time of processes, I think this given 6 units, this given 4, this given 3, this given 5, something value. These values are changing, but similarly this only. They use shortest to job first and shortest to remaining time first algorithm, both are used. And under this case they asked what is the average waiting time under shortest job first and shortest remaining time first mark. Is data is correct? Any one of you remembered? So I hope this values may be changed. Ultimately you know right how to find the waiting time. This question is from like a shift to 2 only, afternoon session. This question is from afternoon session. So let me check some more questions. Yes, some more questions we will try to solve it now. Sir, D arrival time 7, okay, D arrival time was 7. D arrival time was 7. And bus time of A is 10. Okay, bus time of A is 10. Okay. Any other things? So what is the answer you got? Can you tell me what is the answer you got for this? Some of you. What is the answer you got? Like under SRT, SJF and SRTF. What is the answer you got? So bus time of A is 10, that I corrected. And this process B's time is 4 only. Process B time. Total bus time was 26. So 26 it won't bring, check how much it will be, 14, 19, 20. Some values are 675. Okay, this 675. This is the data. So what answers you got for SRTF and SJF? Answer you got, one is 6 comma 7.5, one is 6. This is correct, I think. This is correct only, because some based on the data only you have to verify. Some data is missing, but ultimately how to find the waiting time? You should draw the Gantt chart, both of them, then you can check the options. One of the options is correct. So which subject? Digital. Some more questions we are going to solve from digital logic design. Yes, sir, this is
correct. So guys, so we have one more question from digital. As you know, we have already completed 2 questions from digital and other questions as well from computer science technical subjects. So student, very soon math and aptitude also about to come. Okay. So now here the subject name is again digital logic. I think audio video is clear, guys. Yes. Chale. So let's solve the question. Consider the following circuit. So I will just make a box to arrange the questions inside the box only, so that in the outside we'll discuss the solution part. So student, what is given to you? Consider the following circuit. Consider the following circuit. The circuit diagram is given to you. Here we have an AND gate. Here we have an AND gate. Here we have this. So I'm just connecting here F1. I'm connecting here F2. Here is my F3 and here is my F4. F1, F2, F3, F4. And these are the, which gate, guys? This is XOR gate is given. And such type of questions actually, student, in earlier days, even in 90s or even in 2000, such type of question asked in computer science many times. Even in 2018-19 also similar type of question has been asked. So especially such type of pattern of questions important for computer science. Such type of pattern of questions never asked for EC electrical IN till now, but maybe in future definitely examiner can ask. So if here F1, F2, F3 values are given to you, F1 value is sigma of m, that is 0, 2, 3, 5, 7, 0, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 11 and 13. Similarly, guys, F2 value is also given to you, and the F2 value is sigma of m, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 15, 11, 13, 15. Similarly, guys, we have F3 also, In the F3 we have sigma of m, 0, 1, 4, 11, 0, 1, 4, 11, and we have F4 also given to us, and that is nothing but sigma of m, 0, 2, 6, 13. This is, guys. And asking for what? Find F. Then find F. Then F is equal to what? That is the question mark. And it was a MSQ, guys. It was a MSQ. I don't have collect all the ABCD options and all. But whatever the correct answer, below is OR gate. Vinita Mehra says that below is OR gate. Okay, this was a OR gate, I think. Okay. Very nice. Thank you guys to correct me. I think, yes, the student that, those who given, that is AND gate, but no problem. It's OR gate, no problem. Very good. So this is, we have AND gate, you know the name we are writing AND gate, OR gate, and we have XOR gate. Just confirm the data, beta. Vinita, now diagram is correct, beta. Now diagram is correct, below gate is OR, Vinita. Yes, correct. Now student will discuss about the solution part here. Do you know, if I am looking for this F1, F2 here, if I am looking for F1, F2, then I must write here F1, F2. And as far as AND operation is concerned, and if you have the sigma m values, you have to just check the common number of minterms. The common number of minterms you have to just check in the sigma m how many minterms are common. So tell me F1, F2 in sigma m will be what, guys? So 0 is not common, 1 is not common, 3 is common first, 0 not common, 1 common, not common, 2, 3 common first. So 3 is common here. After that, guys, you have to check 3, 5 is again common, sir. So 3, 5, 7 common, sir. 8 is not common, 11 is again common, sir. 11 is again common, and 13 is again common. Just confirm this, guys. F1, F2, you are getting this or not? Why I am calculating F1, F2? Because in the XOR gate we have the input of F1, F2, and here we have F1 plus F2. Because you told that is OR gate. Because already you confirm, Arya and Vinita confirmed OR gate. Yes, F1 plus F2. So student, this is all about the AND operation I have performed. And even if I will perform F1 plus F2, we know that in the F1 plus F2 we have to collect all. It is a union kind of thing. It means all the minterms will come. All the minterms will come. It means F1 and F2, every minterms will come in the F1 plus F2. F1, even here F3 plus F4, sorry. So it will be F3 plus F4, no? Yes, so it will be F3 and F4. So in the F3, F4, all the minterm will come. In the F3 plus F4, all the minterm will come. F3 plus F4, all the minterms will come, guys. It means here 0 will come, 0, 1, 2, 4, I am writing here. 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 4, even 6, 11 and 13 will come. Just confirm this. 0, 1, 2, 4, 6, 11, 13. Just confirm the data, whatever data I have, 0, 2, 6, 13, 0, 6, 13, yes. So now student, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 4, 0, 1, 2, 4 and 6, 11, 13, we are matching with the data, and 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, yes. And finally student, you need to perform XOR here. To select the F, you have to perform in F1, F2 is the one entity, and you have to perform XOR operation with F3 plus F4, that you need to do. And do you know in the XOR, what will come? Whatever is not common, that will come. Whatever is not common, that will come. Because for the same input, output is 0. For the different input, output is 1 in the XOR gate. The beauty of XOR gate, 0, 0 pe 0, 1, 1 pe 0, 0, 1 pe 1, 1, 0 pe 1. It means you have to collect those which is not common, Where? In equation 1 and equation 2. This is, let me take equation 1, let me take this equation 2. So you can say that, sir, here 11 and 13 is common, rest all are not common. So answer will be 0, 1, 2 will come, 3 will again come, 0, 1, 2 will come, 3 will again not common, so come, 4 will again not common, so come, 5 even come, 6 also will come even, and 7 also will come. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 till come, 11, 13 is common actually, so will not come, yes. So this is your one answer, guys. This is your one answer. It is actually available in one of the option also. So actually this option is correct. And second option that is given, that is just the equivalent in the, this is the SOP form min terms, and this is the max term POS expression. So pi m, and we know that whatever data is missing in this, that will only come here. So it means 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that will only come, guys. Just confirm this. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and both the options are correct. These all are available in the options. So both the options are correct. I have not written here all the ABCD options, but these two options are there out of 4, and out of 4 these two options are correct, and that is why it was a MSQ question, and that is why this was the MSQ questions. Vinita, just confirm this, beta. You got this or not, Vinita? Have you solved this question? Vinita? Sir, 14, 15 also. Where 14, 15? Yes. Here 14, 15 will not come. You are saying in the F, in this F, 14, 15. How 14, 15 will come? We have to just check whatever is not there in these two. We have to just check in these two whatever not common in these two. So 11, 13 are common, so that will not come. Remaining all means this part and this part will come. That is why we written. 14, 15 is not even in these two, so how it will come? Vinita? Chaliye, so I think this question is completed. I have one more question. Even from, but I think this is from general aptitude, so I think Priyanka ma'am will do. So let me check if we have some other questions with us. We have other questions with us? Yes, sir, we have. Okay. So even guys, other faculties are also coming here to solve some questions. Even general aptitude and mathematics also will come just after some more technical subject. After that, the non-technical will also start. Engineering, maths and aptitude also we are going to start. Okay guys? Yes.
Okay, so now we'll discuss with next part of the questions. So first I'll take the question from algorithm. The question says, consider the recurrence relation, consider the recurrence relation, maybe the data is correct or not. So T of n, that will be equals to 5 T n minus 1 minus 6 T n minus 2, provided that T of 0, that will be equals to 1 and T of 1, that will be equals to 2. So we need to find out the order of growth of the recurrence relation, growth of the recurrence relation. Okay, so you can have two methods, either it can be in big O format, or it can be in theta format, or it can be in omega format. So I am not going with this, you can just verify with the answer. So let me try to solve it. So the question is given like this. So we cannot use in this particular question Master's theorem. Why? Because this is not in the case of Master's theorem. So we will simply apply characteristic equation method. Characteristic equation method. So that method says that if we take T of n minus 5T n minus 1 plus 6T n minus 2, that will be equals to 0. So always remember, this will be in x to the power 0. We are converting this into some polynomial terms. So this will be in x to the power 1 and this will be in x square. So the equation becomes x square minus 5x plus 6, that will be equals to 0. So simply if we try to solve it, so we will get from here, we will get this particular as x minus 2, x minus 3, that will be equals to 0. So the roots are 2 and 3 for this. So the solution for this particular question is what? T of n, that will be equals to C1 into 2 to the power n plus C2 into 3 to the power n. Now with respect to this, if higher order term is required, so that will be order of 3 to the power n. If lower order terms will be required, then that will be our theta of 2 to the power n. So you can verify with the answer. With respect to this particular answer, this can have, so answer may vary, that's why I have not written any answer. So either this or this can be the correct answer for this particular question. Next question is from discrete mathematics. The question says that how many number of spanning trees are there? How many number of spanning trees can be formed? Spanning tree, that is what? Minimum spanning tree can be formed from the following graph. Okay, so let's try to solve it. So the graph is given as A, B, C, we can have D, we can have F, we can have A, B, C, D, F, E, and Z. Let's try to connect this, this, this. Now G is connected with each and every node. Okay, now this is 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, and I think this has also connected with this. This has also connected with 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Now we need to identify minimum number of, how many number of minimum spanning tree can be formed. Okay, so the weight of the minimum spanning tree can have what? Here A, B, C, C, D, E, F and G is there. So weight is what? Minimum weight spanning tree is what? 1, 1, 1 and 1. Remaining I can connect with this. So the weight will be what? 8. The weight will be what? 8. But now we need to identify what? How many number of minimum spanning trees from this particular graph can be identified. Now if I take, so this is connected with, this particular is connected with this. So I will connect with this too. Now whenever I will connect this, so I can have this particular case 1, this particular case 2, this particular case 3. So how many ways I can connect? 3 ways. From here I can identify 3 ways. When I will connect this particular part. Now if I will connect this particular part, again I have 3 ways. So again I will write 3 ways. Now if I will connect with this particular part, again I have 3 ways. So again I am writing 3 ways. Okay, so whatever be the things, now 3 plus 3 plus 3, total 9 ways or 9 spanning trees, minimum spanning trees can be formed with respect to this particular graph. So the correct answer for this particular question is 9. Next I will try to solve another question. The question is, find out the chromatic number of the given graph. So again graph is given to you. So that particular graph we can have octagon or 8 vertices. So just connect with this. Vertices numbers are not important in this because we need to connect just like this. Okay, so wait, yeah, I will connect with this. Now chromatic number is what? Color. This is what? Vertices color. Okay, vertex color. So how would we identify? Suppose if I will color this particular vertex as red, now I cannot connect this particular as red, I cannot connect this particular as red, I cannot connect this particular as red. That means what? If a vertex has been colored, vertex has been colored, okay, as red, the connected nodes or vertices cannot have same colors. Okay, so I cannot give same color. Now if I cannot give same color, to this, this and this. So I can give this particular as red color. So again, if I will give red color, I cannot give this, this and this. So I can give red color, yes, and I can also give this as red color. Okay. So now if I will give this particular as red color, let it be blue color. So I can give this as blue, I can give this as blue, I can give this as blue color. So total number of colors, what? Only two colors are there. Only two colors. Which one? One is red, another one is blue. So the answer for this question is what? 2. Although you can easily identify each vertex have even number of cycles and all are 4. So minimum number color is 2. So I hope this particular answer is correct. Now next we have another question. Let's take that particular question from data structures. The question says that there are two stacks, let's say S1 with capacity 4 and S2 with capacity, let's say 2. Now the instructions are given to you to follow. So first instruction says that push to S2, that means what? Pop the content, pop the element from S1 and push on to S2. This is the point. Now second, push to S1, this says that pop the element from S2 and push on to S1. Now next, third, generate output. So these are the instructions given in the question. Now this says pop the element from S1 and generate output. So let's take the content of the S1 as 1, 2, 3 and 4, okay, and S2 only 2 elements are there. So let's have 100, 200, 300, 400, okay. This one is S1, this one is S2. So the question says that which one of the following, which is or are following correct, okay, which of the following is are correct. We can say which of the following is are correct, which of the following options is are correct, okay. So this particular question is of type MSQ. Option A says that for 200, 300, 400 and 100. Option B says that 100, 200, 400 and 300. Option C says that 400, 200, 100 and 300, and option D says that 300, 200, 400 and 100. Let's try to check it out. So now what we need to give? We need to find out this particular output, whether this particular output will be identified from here or not. So first we need to identify 200. So how would we identify 200? So the question says that if it is in S1, then and then only we can identify. So from here we will transfer this 400 to S2. So this is what our first step is. This one is what? Not 200, this one is 400. Okay, pop from S1 and push on to S2. Now again 300 is also popped from here and it will be pushed on to this one. Why? Because we need to generate output 200. So now output has been generated. So this has been popped. Now 300. So 300 is in S2. So what we need to do? We need to push this particular 300 onto this particular part. So whenever we will generate, so yes, it has been also correct. Now 400, yes, again we will push it into this. So 400 has been pushed and giving the output. Yes, it is also correct. And 100, it is already in S1, so it will be also correct. That means what? Option A is correct. Now let's try to check for option B. So now our S1 is 100, this one is 200, this one is 300 and this one is 400. Now in this it is blank. Our next option is what? 100, 200, 400 and 300. So checking for option B, 100, 200, 400 and 300. Now what we need to do? 400 I will put, then 300 I will put, but I cannot put 200. Why? Because the capacity of S2, is only 2, but this has 4. So first minimum output will be 200. So this particular option is wrong. So I am moving on to this. So this particular option is wrong. Let's try to check option C. So 400, yes, 400 is immediately in this. So we can pop option C, 400, yes. Next what we need to identify? 200. So for 200 this has been corrected out. For 200 what we will do? 300 has been pushed on to this. So this has been popped. Now 200, yes, 200 we can have. Then what we can identify? 100, yes, it is already in S1, so we can identify 100. Then now what we will get? 300. So 300 will be pushed back onto S1 and we will give the output. So yes, this also has been identified, means this is also correct. Now 300, 200, 400 and 100. So let me correct this one. So 300, 400. So let me remove this one, then again I will write it. So this is the value. Now what was that? So here 100 will be there, 200, 300 and 400. So first is 3, 2, 4, option D, 300, 200, 400 and 100. So 300, so first I will remove from here, so 400 will be here. So our output will be what? Our output will be what? Our output will be 300. Yes, we will pop from here, we will pop this particular here and generate the output. Yes, it has been generated. 200, yes, we will pop it from here and we will generate this. Now 400, 400 has been pushed on to stack, yes, and we will generate this particular 400. Okay, so from here it will be pushed on to stack and it will be generated, and at last 100. Yes, this also has been generated. That means this particular option is also correct. So option D. So the correct answer for this particular question is option A, C, D. If the data is correct, then this answer is correct. Hope you got this particular answer. Next question is, let's try to check the question from computer organization and architecture. Okay, computer architecture and organization. So the question is, consider the following instruction format. Consider the following instruction format so let's say as I1, I2, I3, I4 is given to you. So I1 says that divide R3, R1, comma R2. In this is saying sub, this is saying add, this is saying MUL. So sub says that R5, comma R3, comma R4. In this R3, R5, R6. In this R7, R3, R8. Now options are there. So option says that which of the following is are correct. So this particular question is of type MSQ. Okay. So option says that there is a write after write dependency on R3 between I3 and I4. Option B, there is a write after read dependency on R3 between I1 and I3. Option C, there is a read after write dependency on R3 between I1 and I2. And at last there is a read after write dependency on R3 between I2 and I3. Let's try to check it out. So the data provided, okay, with respect to the question is this. So we need to identify which of the following is are correct. Okay, so correct. So let's try to check. So now R3 is giving the output here. Now R3 is input to this particular place and R3 is input to this particular place. Okay, so we need to only check with respect to R3. Okay, now R3 is also output here. So likewise, so no need to worry about R5 or R7. Okay, so now this is a what? There is a read after write dependency from I1 to I2. Okay, so I2 is reading after writing in I1. That means what? There is a read after write dependency, okay, on what? R3 from I1 to I2. So, read after write dependency on R3 between I1 and I2. Yes, this one is correct. Now, next for R5 is also same thing, I2 to I3. Okay, but read after write, but for R5. So, no need to worry about R5. Now, again, there is a read after write dependency from I1 to I4. There is a read after write dependency from I1 to I4. So, now WAW dependency on R3 between I3 and I4, can it be there? No, this particular option is wrong. Now there is a write after read dependency on R3. Write after read dependency on R3, it is between this particular point. Write after read is this particular point between I2 and I3. So this particular option is also wrong. Now there is a read after write dependency on R3 between it can have, I think, I3 and I4. Okay, I3 and I4. So this particular option is also correct. Now the correct answer for this particular question is option C and D. Just check it out whether the instructions are correct or not. So based on the given instructions, option C and D may be correct. Hope you all got the answer. This is from my side.
Hello students, some more questions we got. Let's solve the questions. Okay, there are some questions from computer networks. Some questions from computer networks. Computer networks. The question says that they given, there are two nodes like X node and another node is Y. Another node is Y. And X is transmit the data to Y. X is transmit the data to Y. Am I audible, all of you? Yes, all of you. So X and node sending the data to Y, and between there is a router. There is a between a router and there is a switch between this also. So they are connected like this. They are connected like this. Understand? So with this and with this like a given diagram, they are given options like this. Options given. Options are like what again? Which of the following statement is are correct? So this is a MSQ question. MSQ question. Option A says that destination. So destination IP of Y is IP address of Y. Option B. So destination MAC address is MAC address of S, switch S given. Option C. Destination IP address is IP address of router. IP address of router. Option D. Destination MAC address is MAC of Y. MAC of Y, like the node Y. Yeah. Now see which of the following statement is or correct MSQ question. So generally when you transmitting this one, destination IP address of Y is saying that yes. So when the node is sending, node A like source has the IP addresses as, but you don't have the destination MAC address. You only have the IP address of the destination. So as per this one, option A is correct. Destination MAC address is MAC address of switch. So now always do understand, if the destination is same within your network, the destination within a network, so what happens, this sender will broadcast it and directly I can get it what? Directly I can get it MAC address of the destination, then I'll ask like when I broadcast it, when you get a reply, then we can send the packet. But router is there, outside is there, like it is outside the network, right? So now MAC address of the destination we won't know. Only nearest switch or router, whatever a broader cast, like no, you understand, gateway, what is the nearest gateway is there, so that MAC address will I'll be having. So that MAC address we do not have, so we send out a ARP request. When ARP request broadcast it, so nearest your router or switch will respond to MAC address. So destination MAC address of switch, or nearest one is a switch only. So this is what right one. Destination IP address of router, no, router IP address won't take it, like directly destination IP address we have. So destination MAC address is MAC address of Y. So MAC address of the destination won't available with the source. And it is even MAC address of switch also not available by broadcasting ARP request. So nearest router or switch can be, we can get it and we can forward the packet. Now this switch can have get the MAC address of next nearest one, that's router. This router can have, when this router broadcast it, then get the MAC address of Y, not with the source. Hence option, as per this data, like option and B, A and B going to be correct answers. Like this option might be jumbled here and there, like two options are correct, one is A, B. So I hope you understand the solution. So similarly, one more question we'll see from this computer networks. Again question is from computer networks only. All of you look the point. Here is question says, which of the following is or correct? Correct. Which of the following is or correct? It is also MSQ question. MSQ question. Option A given, fragmentation of IP datagram, fragmentation of the IP datagram is done at source only. Option B, fragmentation of IP datagram is fragmentation of IP datagram is done at any router on the path when IP datagram size is greater than maximum transferable unit at a router, you understand. Option C given, reassemble of fragmentations can be done by router. Option D, reassemble of fragmentations only done at destination, only destination. So these are the options are there. So you might have studied fragmentation properly, right? So who can done the fragmentation? Please understand. Fragmentation can be done by source also. Fragmentation can be done by routers also. Generally, sorry, fragmentation we won't do it at a source because we do the segmentation only. Segmentation will done at source because we take the maximum size of the data link layer capacity and that is given to the upper and transport layer. So transport layer as per the data link layer capacity we do the segmentation. As per that size also we send it. But on the way when you sending these IP datagrams, sometimes maximal transfer units are smaller than the one this fragment size. Maybe fragment size greater than this one. Then the middle intermediate router has to do the fragmentation. So fragmentation done by the routers between the in the path when the fragment size greater than the maximum transfer unit. This we know. Now assembly after fragmentation we have to reassemble the fragments. Where we have to do? You have to understand. You might have learned also. So reassembling the packets, the fragments of an IP datagram should be done only at destination, not by router. Reason, there are two reasons. One reason to understand. Why we can't do reassembling the packets fragments at the router. If you reassemble it, you understand further path may be smaller than this capacity. Again further fragmentation may required. That is one reason we cannot do it. Other reason, any router if you done the fragments may not go into same path. They may choose a different path. So they may reach at destination all of them. They cannot reach in a between the a particular router. Hence we cannot do reassembling the fragments at routers in the between the path. You have to do it only destination. So this knowledge is there. We can answer. Fragmentation of the datagram is done only at source only said. This is completely incorrect. So it is done by what? Fragmentation is done by router. So fragmentation of IP datagram is done at any router on the path when the datagram is size greater than the maximum transfer unit. This is correct. Reassembly of fragmentation can be done by router. We cannot do it router. We have to do it destination only. Yes. Option B, D are correct as per this data, as per this options now. I hope you understand everyone. So those who are watching, just respond. Have you attempted this question? Have you seen this question? This was asked in second paper, second session, this forenoon session. So afternoon session. Second session of the computer science, this question was framed. I think 1 mark or 2 mark question they framed here. MSQ question ma. Yes ma, all of you. We'll see two more questions from computer networks only. Computer networks only, 2 more questions from computer networks. C and W. The question says they given under Ethernet. In Ethernet. So like a distance between the two nodes, distance is given 500 meters. The signal speed velocity is given 10 power of 8 meter per second. 10 power 8 meter per second. Bandwidth is given 10 power of 8 bits per second. Then question asked, so what is the minimum size? Minimum size of frame needs to be transferred, like frame size required in bits to detect the collision. To detect the collision. So we have studied classroom. I given a reason also. How much minimum frame size should have. So now transmission delay must be greater than 2 times of propagation delay. Then only you can able to detect. Otherwise you cannot detect the collision. So with this one, transmission delay nothing but what? Packet L by B is greater than or equal to 2 times of propagation delay, right? So now L greater than or equal to 2 times of propagation delay into bandwidth. Now this we need to substitute, you will get answer. So L in terms of bits, 2 times of propagation delay, distance by velocity into bandwidth given 10 power of 8 bits per second given, right? L is what? 2 times of distance, how much? 500 meters. 500 meters divided by velocity 2 into 10 power more. This velocity is 2 into 10 power of 8 meter per second. Okay. So 2 into 10 power of 8 meter per second into 10 power of 8 bits per second, right? So this 2 get cancelled, okay. Then meter cancel, this also will get cancelled. What is L value? 500 bits. 500 bits is answer. I hope you got the answer, all of you. How many people got 500? How many people got? Yes, very soon some mathematics questions and general aptitude questions are going to be solved by the faculty. Just tune to the channel, ma. So how many people got this 500 bits packet size? It's very straightforward question, is it not? Very straightforward question here, right? So in order to detect the collision, I must have enough packets. So keep on your transmitting. So when jam signal comes back, then we can able to detect it. Yes, there is a collision. Yes or no? For which minimum size packet need to be transferred. So this expression which gives the guarantees the detection of the what? Collision, right? So that's how we can find out now. Next we'll see the another question from computer networks only, CNW only. Okay, let's see. Which of the following IP fields so changes, IP fields changes? They given option A, time to live, option B, protocols. Protocol field will be there. Protocol field we have, right? And checksum, header checksum. Option D, source IP address. This also clearly we have studied, because when we discuss every field of the IP datagram, data header part, so few things I given a list also. What are the fields essentially will change during the transmission, because especially what? Time to will change or not? Time to will change. Protocol is not going to be changed, because in transport layer, you understand, application layer, what protocol running, that keep on placing only here. Now understand, checksum again, because when TTL changes, every router checksum you have to recalculate it, right? So checksum is going to be changes. So source IP address not at all changing, right? So once you fill the source IP address, destination IP address, this is not going to be changed. Only fields which are going to be changed, TTL and checksum. So Sandeep is asking, sir, when you will start the classes for the GATE 2025 online batch? So dear all, see, understand one important thing I want to share it. From computer networks, theory of computation, compiler design, operating system and computer architecture and organization. These 5 subjects especially I taught. Whatever we discuss in the classroom, that notes, from that notes only all the question came. Every question which I discussed, similar these concepts and similar related questions, only data is changed. All questions from the notes only. And Sandeep is asking, like, for online batch, recently we have started for 25. For 25 batch, recently we have started, like mathematics, some 1 or 2 core subjects all started, and those seriously preparing for GATE 2025, the right time to start, because if we start early, you can finish the syllabus early, then you will be having the good time for the revision, good time for the analysis. So that is the beneficial. As well as IMS running the physical centers also, you might aware of it, especially Bangalore, we have 2 centers, one is at Jayanagar, another is at Malleshwaram. The physical classes also already started, and so next batch also going to be start. Those who are interested, you can go through our free content. So in the website, you can see some questions, you can see the videos, so then you can think of it. I hope understand Sandeep, like we already started for GATE 2025 online batch, especially for computer science as well as, so data science also going to be start. Now, so these are the questions. Now see computer networks, how many questions? So there was a question, like you understand, one is from Ethernet, so 2 mark question got, right. So now one question we have seen, 1 mark question from IP addressing system, one is from IP, this IP protocol, one is from fragmentation protocol, fragmentation also we have seen, na? This one, and Ethernet we have seen, right, this fragmentation we have seen, and this is for like you can data link layer only you can see, another mark, one mark from data link layer, and there is a question, one is TCP IP also, I think 2 mark question framed, TCP IP also 2 mark question framed. So total see 2 plus 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 marks. 8 marks from computer networks you understand is a use. So generally expect 6 and 7 marks only. 8 or even I might have missed one question. 8 or 9 marks came from computer networks, which completely from the discussed syllabus only. So DA paper almost 85% syllabus from the CSE subject. So from DA paper, you know what experience we got from this paper this year, you understand. Only 18 marks came from the artificial intelligence machine learning, 34% from mathematics, 12% from DBMS, so programming language algorithm. See, only algorithm, DBMS, programming data 3 subjects, okay, 3 subjects, and mathematics. This is fully common from CSE and data science paper, right? And mathematics little portion, some I think you can say some 10 to 15% extra you need to study, that's it. If you are good at mathematics, that 15% you can cover it. So 34% you see, if you are able to solve only mathematics, 34% you qualified already. So 34% and general at 15 marks, 49, see almost 50% of the syllabus, 50% marks we can obtain without reading any core subjects. As computer science graduate, even other branch students, you good at a little good at a programming language, some portion you need to cover from algorithms, some portion and DBMS, and especially Sandeep, you are aware or not, so those who are appeared for data science paper in this year, they are very luckiest person I can say, because those exclusively not prepared for data science also they able to score more. Then we can think of it, those sincerely and seriously only prepared for data science paper, they might be written well. That was happened for 2024 GATE. So next year we see like how it can happen, like because this is the first time they give a little easy, but next year may comes easy or tough, but most of the portion is common from CSE, that is the biggest advantage. So those who are preparing for CSE exclusively, like data science paper not required to prepare, only 2 subjects additional you can take up, remaining thing from CSE paper only. So almost what I am trying to say, computer networks we got 8 to 9 marks, 8 to 9 marks. Similarly from computer architects I think 10 to 11 marks came, because one question from disk, one question from, if I talk about COA, one is from disk is, I think this is 2 marks question. So one is from DMA, it is 1 mark question, okay. So pipeline, instruction pipeline, there is 2 mark question, and instruction format there are 2 questions were there, 4 marks, and IEEE representation there is 1 mark question, I hope I think all covered. So 2 plus 4, 4 plus 4, 8, 10 marks you see, 10 marks from COA, 10 marks from COA. In a similar way, see operating system, there was a question from CPU scheduling algorithms, I think 2 mark question this is. Then IPC environment, there is a 2 mark question. Then memory management, 2 mark question. Then and under context switching they have framed, I think context switching on context they frame 1 mark question. I think I hope like almost 9 marks from operating system, 9 marks from operating system. Compiler design also like this time happened, especially second paper, there are many questions from compiler design. So let's see if any questions comes from the students, because these are the data which we got, like questions from each topic from the subjects, respective subjects, right. So we'll try to gather some more questions and discuss, and Student, if you have any questions, such questions, you can comment it so that we will try to solve those questions also. Yes. So now I am going to be hand out to the mathematics faculty, and so the faculty is going to discuss the question from general aptitude as well as mathematics. So try to tune to the channel, so we will also get those questions. Thiru, pass. So you have to inform to ma'am. Sorry, I think I should not talk. Pass it. This one.
Okay, I think now audible. I think now audible. All right. Sorry for the. I think now I'm audible. Okay, so what I was saying, dear students, as earlier we had a discussion on the questions related to the other technical subject. Now I'm going to solve the questions of engineering, mathematics and general aptitude. So sorry, first of all, I was not aware about the audio. I was not checking the comment box. Sorry. Okay, so now the question is, I'm having one question from linear algebra, that is the engineering mathematics question, which is MSQ. The question is MSQ. What the question is saying, given the matrix A whose order is n cross n, whose all elements are real. This is one important thing. Okay, let B is a matrix which obtained from A by swapping the two rows. When you will swap the two rows, you will get the matrix B from the A itself. Okay, then we need to identify which of the following statements are correct. So, or true. We are having the options. When I will check the first option, A is invertible and B is also. Second, determinant of B is negative of determinant of A. Okay, so here you can write down, actually this is talking about determinant of A is equals to minus of determinant of B, like this one. Okay, trace of A is 0, then the trace of B is also 0. And the last statement, A is symmetric, then B is also symmetric. As I used to say lots of the time, that in each and every, you can see the observation in the last weekend also, in the civil, mechanical, in the DA also, the question was from the matrix algebra. And today morning also we are having question from the matrix algebra, that is the eigenvalue. Okay, and now again we are having the question from the this specific topic. So this is one of the very important. Those students are having paper tomorrow, those need to prepare very well, specifically in this topic in the engineering mathematics. Okay, now let's look at here. So the question is again very conceptual question. If you know the basics, very easily you can understand the question and you can approach it. So what the question is saying here, key matrix, let's read the statement one by one. So first of all, I can see here, if I will go with the statement number 2, determinant of B is negative of determinant of A, this will be absolutely correct, because we know one very simple property. If in a matrix, if you will interchange any two rows or columns, then the numerical value will be same, but sign of the determinant will be changed. So here, as it is mentioned that you get matrix B by swapping the two rows from the matrix A. So definitely whatever be the determinant of A you will get, it will be same as the determinant of B, but it will be negative in the sign. So yes, this statement is absolutely correct, first of all. So option B is absolutely correct. We can go with this one. Dear students, as I told you, you guys can also give me the confirmation while we are reading the question. You can also give me the confirmation. Now let's come to the next one. Okay, next is A is invertible and B is also. Now when the A is invertible, then B is also. Yes, definitely invertible means determinant is non-zero. So if you are saying that here it was mentioned, if A is invertible, then B is also, the definitely. If you are saying that your matrix A is a non-zero matrix, your matrix A's determinant is non-zero, so definitely matrix B determinant will be also non-zero. Why? Because just I told you na ki determinant of A is equals to determinant of B, it will be only change with the sign. The numerical value will be same, only it will change with the sign. So yes, this statement should be also true. When I am coming to the third statement, or option C, trace of A is 0, then the trace of B is 0. Now if you are saying that the trace is 0 for the matrix A, so whether it should be 0 for the B also, you can check here. Suppose I am writing here, I am taking any random 1, 2, 3, okay, or if you are writing even A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3, as it is said, by swapping the two rows you will get the by swapping the two rows you will get the B. So here, if this is my A and if I will swap these two rows, so in this case my trace will be A1 plus B2 plus C3. If I will swap these two rows, so what I can see it, if I will swap, I am writing here for you. So A1, A2, A3, C1, C2, C3, B1, B2, B3. So you can see when you are swapping earlier your trace was A1 plus B2 plus C3. Now your trace is A1 plus C2 plus this was B3. So very easily you can see ki your trace will be changed 100%. It's not that the trace will be same. Your trace will be changed 101%, dear student. So it should not be same that you are saying the trace is 0, to uska trace be 0 ka. No, it's not necessary because trace will be changed. And now if you are saying the last statement ki A is symmetric, then B is also symmetric. Now if A is symmetric means we are having the mirror image. I am saying A is symmetric means we are having here the mirror image. So look at here, when I am talking about B, so this is not having the mirror image. It will not have the mirror image, so no, this will not be symmetric. Because when we are already changing the 2 and 3, so it will change the sequence of the rows, so it will not be symmetric at all. So that's why this statement is also not true. So very easily we can conclude in this question that option A and B are true, but option C and D will not be true in this given case. Alright G? Okay. Now let's come to the next question. So this question was from the engineering mathematics. Let's come to the next question. I am having the next question from the general aptitude. Let's look at the question. As this is following the legacy of the number series. Last weekend also we are having question, multiple question from the number series. Today morning also we are having question from the number series. Again we are having question from the number series. So what I can say that till now IISc Bangalore having special attention on the number series question. So those students are having tomorrow paper, be prepared with the number series questions also. Okay. Now let's see, the question is again very simple question. So in the given series or in the given sequence, the question is talking about 6, 9, 14, x, 30 and 41. Find the value of x. Find the value of x. Let's approach the value of x here. If the question is given to you like this. So first of all I will write down my series again. Let me repeat. 6, 9, 14. This is unknown. We don't know. 30 and 40. So we know very well whenever we are approaching the question from the series, we should know what sequence or what pattern it is following. If you can observe the pattern, then question is done, right? So let's look at here. I can see here I can see the difference between these two terms is 3. Look at the next one. These two terms having difference 5. So I don't know actually when I'm having first difference is 3, next difference is 5. So maybe we are having here the consecutive odd number concept. Maybe here we are having the prime number concept. So until and unless when I will not check this one, I am not sure. So if I will follow the same, here I am having 3 then 5. So it should be according to this one. It should be what we cannot conclude till now. But if I will go with the same, so the next number should be 7. If I will go with the 14 plus 7, it should be 21. But I am not sure. It can be anything else also. When I will go, okay, till now to here, we are having 3, 5, 7. It can be odd number series. It can be odd number and prime number series also. So let's check for the next one. When I am going with the 21 and 30, the difference is 9. Once I get the difference is 9, so bhaiya, this is nothing but the series. The difference is nothing but consecutive odd numbers. So here we are having consecutive odd numbers. So 9. So next should be 11. Yes, we are having, and so on it will be going on. So very easily we can conclude the unknown quantity in this case, the unknown number in this case should be 2121. Alright G. Very easily you can go for it. I hope the thing is very much clear to everyone. Alright, so the very simple question from the sequence series, very easily you guys can approach if you learn the basic concept. The next question is from the profit and loss. Very simply, in single line. If you learn from me in single line, you can solve this question without using any other formula. Bhaiya, if you know the percentage, your question is done in single line only. I am writing the question for you. So the question is a person sells 2 items. A person sells 2 items at same price. A person sells 2 items at same price. He makes 10%. He makes 10% profit on one and 10% loss on another. He make 10% profit on one and 10% loss on another. So now how much profit or loss he made in overall? Profit or loss he made in overall. Overall means all together. Let's approve the question in one line. In one single line, dear students, I can solve this question. If you learn from me, definitely all my dear students solve this question in the single line. I am sure about that one. Why? Because this question is nothing but percentage increment decrement. If you learn the percentage increment decrement, your question is done. What is the percentage increment decrement? Whenever we will go for the percentage increment, the very first concept which we learned in our classroom in the percentage. So percentage increment or decrement, whatever you are having. So I will go with the percentage change rather using the percentage increment. So percentage change will be whenever we are having two percentage. So x plus y plus x plus y, x plus y plus xy by 100. If you are having negative, then you can change the x plus minus whatever you are having. According to your suitability, if one is increasing, one is decreasing, you can just change according to yourself. So here I can see when I am having 10% profit, so this is increment, right? 10% loss, this is decrement. Okay, very simply I will go here. So you want ultimate percentage change only, na? So there is no need to use any other concept of profit, loss, profit square, no, nothing. Direct you can solve by one single line. We are having here 2%, we can solve it directly. One is increasing, other is decreasing. So here it will be 10 minus 10 plus 10 into 10, that is 100. Okay, it should not be plus minus because my y is decreasing, na? This is loss. So plus 10 minus 100 by 100. Plus 10 minus 10 gone, 100 gone. You are having minus 1%. Bhaiya, minus 1 means it is showing you are having decrement. Decrement means the loss. It is having loss. So you can write down it is having 1% loss. Your question is done. This negative sign is showing you the loss. Loss means the decrement in the product's value. And directly we can solve it. Okay. Very easily we can approach it. Alright. Now the next question is from the cube. Cutting cube. So let me write down the exact question what I am having here. From the cube, this question is, a cube is given. This was my question number 3, not 4, overall 4. This was 3, this should be 4. So a cube is given, which then needs 8 equal pieces. Okay, so how many minimum cut required? 8 equal pieces. So how many minimum cut required? Okay, how many cuts, how many minimum cut required? Minimum cuts needed. Okay, let's approach it. So directly I will solve this question for you. Okay, let's approach directly this question. If you want to use here the one keynote I will write down for you, then I will tell you the direct approach of these type of questions, although we can go with the diagram also, but I will write down direct approach for you. If we apply n cut, if we apply n cut in one dimension, okay, if we apply n cut in one dimension, we will have n plus 1 pieces. Then we will have n plus 1 pieces. Now what is the meaning of this one? Alright, so here how to approach, let's go with this one. So first of all, I was telling you one simple concept. If whenever you want to follow, you can follow. Let's come to this question first. So when I'm coming to this question, let's approach it. So suppose I'm having this as a cube. You guys can see I'm having this as a cube. Okay, what I need to do, I will show you here. This is the cube. I want to make here equal. How many pieces? 8 equal pieces I need to do. So suppose I will just cut this cube from here. 1 cut. This is 2 cut. When I will go with the 1 cut or this 2 cut, this will be 1, 2, 3 and 4. I hope you can see. You guys can see here 1, first, second, third and fourth. So first means the complete. This will be like this. This will be like this when I am doing the cut. So I am having here and here also when I am doing the cut, this will be like this. Okay. So it will be converted when I am doing only 2 cuts on this face. It will be converted into the 4 pieces. 1, 2 cuts. So 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces I am having. I need to find out how many pieces. 8 pieces. So if I will do one more cut, look at dear students, if I will do one more cut here in this width area, if I will do the cut here, so when I will do the cut here, 4 I am having already upper side and 4 I am having in the lower side. So again I am having 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 in the upper means upper one, 4 in the lower one. So I am having overall how many cuts? I am having 8 cuts, means 8 pieces. How many pieces I converted this one? You can see. I am not having cutter right now, otherwise I will show you by cutting also. So when I will cut 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 are here. Okay. So these are my 4 pieces. When I will cut from here, in between this one, that again I am having 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 and 4, total 8 cuts. 8 pieces will be converted in how many cuts? In 3 cuts. In how many cuts, dear students? Very easily you can see. It required only 3 cuts if you want to do this one. So what was my key point? My key point was if we apply n cut in one dimension. Means if this is my one dimension on this one only. If I will apply n cuts, means if I will go with 1 cut, very easily you guys can understand with me. If I will apply here only 1 cut, this 1 cut, this dark one you can see with the red. If I will apply only 1 cut here, it will give me n plus 1 pieces. So definitely if I will apply 1 cut, it will give me 2 pieces. If I will apply 2 cuts, it will give me 4 pieces. Simply, right? In the one dimension. I am talking about in the one dimension. But when I am going here to this is 1, 2, 3, 4, which I show you already. But I need to go for this cube now. So for this cube, we need to go for cube is a 3D figure. So I am talking about in one dimension. Cube is a 3D figure. So it will give me 1, 2, 3, 4. When I will go with this one again, तो इसके दो पीस हो जाने वाले हैं. तो it will be separate. 4 upper, 4 lower. तो total 8 हो जाएंगे. How many cut required? Only 3. Minimum you are asking, so very easily we can go with how many cuts are required? 3 cuts required. Very easily you can go for this one. Okay. I hope you guys will be agree with me. Okay, ji. Alright, now I am having more question for you. Okay, the one very simple question from the logarithm also we are having. Let's go with that question. One very simple question from the logarithm. That was 5, general aptitude. And as in morning session also we are having one question from the logarithm. In this session also we are having one question from the logarithm. So this is very easy. Log of if log of x plus y by 2 is equals to 1 by 2 log of x plus log of y. Then find the value of x by y plus y by x. Find the value of x by y plus y by x. So let's approach it. X by y plus y by x. Let's go with this one. Very easily we can use by the simple logarithm property. So let's start doing the question from here only. So log of x plus y by 2, I am taking it as it is. This will be log m plus log n. I will go with the log of mn, means log of xy. Okay ji, log m plus log n is log mn only. When you will go with this one, can I write down this directly as in log xy to the power 1 by 2? Yes, definitely I will write down. Okay, now I can go with the log, base is same, x plus y by 2 is equals to log xy to the power 1 by 2. Bhaiya, base is same, log will be gone. When your log will be gone, so you are having x plus y by 2 equals to square root of xy or xy power 1 by 2. Let it be as it is. But this is not your requirement. You want x by y plus y by x. So better to go with the squaring both the sides. So I will go with the same thing, squaring both the sides. Okay. Squaring both the sides, when you will go to here, it will be x plus y whole square by 4 equals to xy root, so it will be xy only. Let's open the square root, so it will be x square a square plus b square plus 2ab equals to 4xy. This you will shift here, so it will be x square plus y square equals to 2xy. So hence, but it's not required. My required thing is x by y plus y by x. So x square plus y square by xy equals to 2. But this is not required again. My required thing is, actually this is required, but it's not showing you. It's not looking like the required form. So let's convert this into the required form. X square by xy plus y square by xy. When you will split the terms, you will get definitely what is required. So it will be x by y plus y by x should equals to 2, my dear students. Very easily we will go with the result 2. So as this was a NAT. According to me, this was a NAT because I don't have options. So this should be the 2. Alright G. Very simply, I hope you guys will agree with me. Now one question I am having from the Venn diagram, means you guys can confirm the data also whether I am correct or not, as I am telling you here. The question based on the memory based, one of your means one of from you only the students send us, and we are just showing our best for solving the questions. Okay, so there is a question. I am writing the question in front of you, then I will solve the question. So this was a good question, I will say. I think this was 5, so this should be 6. I am missing with one number always. This is also from the general aptitude. So my question is, let me write down the question. There are 10,000 students in a school. There are 10,000 students in a school. Okay ji. Out of which 1500 students, do not like, 1500 students don't like core subjects or optional subjects. Core subjects or optional subjects. Okay ji. 500 students like both core and optional. Okay. The number of students like core subject are 1/4 of the number of student 1/4 of number of students that like optional. So number of students in core is 1/4 of the number of students in the optional. It is given to us. Arey, I cannot see the comments. Now I can see. Is it 1600? I don't think so. Let's check. Prudvi, okay, Vaibhav is with 800, 1800. Yeah, let's check. Okay, now I can see your comments. Arey yaar, I missed so many comments. Now what you said, condition bhi given hai, each cut should be straight and it stops until it reaches the other end of the cut. Yeah, exactly. Okay, now let's come to this one. So what I was writing are 1/4 of the number of students that like core subject. No, that like optional subject. Okay ji. Find the number of students that like core. We need to go for find the number of student. Find the number of students that like core. We need to find out the core number of students, right? So you guys can confirm, first of all, please confirm. Yeah, you guys can confirm, please, the data is same or not. Okay, if the whatever I am writing here, the data is same or not, you guys can confirm. All right ji, now let's approach with this one. So I will go with the Venn diagram definitely in this case. When I will go with the Venn diagram, look at the question. Okay, so here we are having two subjects, core, and the next is optional. Okay, let's go. So I am starting with the question. Total are 10,000 only. I also write down the 10,000. The next it is asking for the in which 1500 do not like. So do not like means none of them. That is your 1500. Okay ji, that will be your 1500. Now you are asking subject or optional. 500 like both. So 500 like both. So this should be 500. Both means this is core and this I am writing as an optional. Core and optional both I am writing here. Okay, 500 also I use this one, I use this one, and I use this one also. Now one relation, the students like core subject are 1/4 of the students like optional. So suppose I am assuming, let us assume the student who like the optional are X. If the student who like the optional are X, so the student who like the optional are X, so core will be X by 4, 1/4 na. Is it? It's given to us core subject are 1/4 of the optional. So core will be X by 4 in this case. So total of this white circle is X by 4. Total of this yellow circle is X. And when we are having both means 500. Okay. So I can see if I want to go with this pink one, only core. So only core will be X by 4 minus 500. So I will write down here. We approach the question like this one only, X by 4 minus 500. Only core. Okay. And if I want to go with only optional, so it will be X minus 500. Okay, each and every data I am having what? The total, only core, both, only optional, and none of them. I need to find out the value of X by 4 here actually. Yeah, so when I will go with this one, so I will solve like this one. The total is 10,000 is equals to X by 4 minus 500 plus 500. Okay, this I should write down here. Okay, plus 500 plus X minus 500. Okay ji, plus 1500. We are having this one only. I can see plus 500 minus 500 gone. So I am having 1500 minus 500 is 1000. So this will be 10,000 minus 1000 means 9,000. And you are having X by 4 plus X. X by 4 plus X means 1 by 4 plus 1 will be 5 by 4. So it will be 5 by 4x. When you will go with this one, it will be 9,000 equals to 5 by 4x. When you will solve, It will be 1800, and actually you are looking for the value of x by 4 only na. You are looking for the value of x by 4 only. So bachcho, can you confirm your result is x by 4? Your question is asking to find out the value of core. Core I am taking as an x by 4. So my 9000 is equals to 5x by 4. So my x by 4 will be 1800. Isn't it? Please, you guys can confirm. So my answer should be x by 4, that is 1800. My answer should be 1800 in this case. You guys can confirm. Right? Yeah, okay, student are saying 25% ही था. In this one, do we have options? You guys can confirm, do we have options? Okay, I don't know, Vivek, I don't have data for that solar hydro energy you are saying. You guys can confirm about this question because the data which I am having, whatever the data which I am having, according to that one, this is the correct answer. Okay, right. So I don't know actually about that pie chart. You can confirm me. I am having here, I am using the concept from the Venn diagram only in this question. I don't know about the pie chart question. If you guys are having, as I told you earlier also in the tomorrow session also, if you guys will share the questions as early as possible, you guys will share us the question, then only we can just solve the question and we can just come in front of you as early as possible. So till now I am having, okay. Alright, very good. So till now I am having these questions only. That's all from my side. Tomorrow also we are having session from the EC and EE branches. We are having the session for both the technical and non-technical. So you guys should not miss those session also. Okay. Please, yeah, just give me 1 minute. Yeah. So paper tough tha. So what I can see na ki the question from, especially in maths and aptitude, in the morning session also the questions were easy, and here also the aptitude is easy. So we can expect the same level. In the last weekend also we are having the same pattern of question, but if a student is going to appear in the tomorrow paper, so you should not have perception ki the paper will be easy or the paper will be tough. Whatever it will be, you need to do only your best. That is the thing you need to follow. Okay, as a student you need to follow only one thing. You need to do your best. Whatever you learned till now in the complete year, you did lots of the efforts. Those 3 hours will be the time where you need to execute, where you need to show your talent, your learning, how much you know. All right, okay guys, so that's all from
So I'm starting from the subject compiler design. So the question is, consider the grammar. Consider the grammar. So the grammar is given as maybe SLR1. Okay. Now the grammar has augmented grammar as S production, S dash production, S production, SS or AA or BAC or BC or BBA. Then A production, D hash and B production at the rate. Now we need to identify the total number of items in go to of I0 comma S. We need to identify. Okay, so this particular question was of type numerical answer type. How would we identify? So let's try to check. So let's try to check. It is simple procedure. So what we need to identify? We need to identify the total number of items. So first of all, we will create I0. So in I0, what it gets? S dash production dot S. So now as dot is coming before non-terminal, so all the productions related to this particular non-terminal will be incorporated. So dot BAC dot BC and dot B, B, A will be there. Now again, as A and B are again non-terminal, so we will incorporate this particular dot D hash and B production dot at the rate. So this is what I0. Now we need to identify what go to of I0. So go to of I0 comma S, that means what? Number of items in I1. So how would we identify S dash production dot S was there? So now we will create S dot. So in this slide, now S dot, so this particular option is also there. So we will include that particular part also. So S production, S dot S will be there. Again, this particular dot is encountered before non-terminal. So what we will get? What we will get? We will simply identify S production dot SS or dot capital A small a or dot small b capital A small c or dot capital B small c or dot b b a. Then A production, what I will get? Dot D hash, because A is our non-terminal, again B is our non-terminal, so we will get B production dot at the rate. Now we need to count this particular number of items. So just count it. This is item number 1, 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So the correct answer for this particular question is 9. Hope you got the solution. Now next question is related to again compiler design. The question is, consider the grammar and we need to identify the first and follow of the given grammar. So S production AA, AB or BB, BA, A production small c capital S or epsilon, B production small d capital S or epsilon. Now predictive passing table is given with respect to this particular element. So in the left hand side row, what we will get? We will have non-terminals, and in the column we will have A, B, C and D at last dollar. Now here we have given 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now we need to identify in place of 1 what we will get, in place of 2 what we will get, in place of 3 what we will get, in place of 4 what we will get. So the particular value of this particular 1, 2, 3, 4 in the options may be vary, but we need to identify how to find it. So simply 1 and 2 is what? So simply first, if we have any doubt, so we can identify first of S. First of S is C, that is A is non-terminal, so we'll have C, then again A, then B is non-terminal, B, then B. This is first of S. So now follow of S. So follow of S is what? Whatever be the follow of A, that will be follow of S. So what? Capital A, small b, then as S is our start symbol, so the follow is dollar. Now follow of A, so follow of A will be A and B, and follow of B, so follow of B is also A and B. Now, what we need to identify? So first of first of A, first of A will be C comma epsilon, and first of B will be D comma epsilon. Now, the question says in place of 1, what we'll get? So, S C is coming in the first of S. So, C is coming in the first of S, and this particular C is with respect to A. So, we will have this particular production as S production capital A, capital AB. Now in this S production capital B, capital BA. Why? Because this D is coming with respect to capital B, that is non-terminal. Now in 3 what we'll get? So in 3 here B is there. So in first of A, B is not there. So B is where? In follow of A. So that means what? A production epsilon will be there, and here also in follow of B, A is there. So B production epsilon will be there. So if you try to identify the options, this particular option may be correct. Now next we'll have another question with respect to compiler design. That question says match the following. Match the following. Okay. So suppose given set x is given and set y is given. Now in the set x, so first lexical analyzer or lexical analysis, second syntax analysis, third intermediate code generator, and fourth code optimization. Now in this, in set y they have given as abstract syntax tree, in second part they have given as token, and third part they have given as parse tree, and in this they have given as constant folding. So if the data is correct, then they have given like this. Now we need to match this particular question. So lexical analyzer, the output of the lexical analyzer is token. So syntax analyzer or syntax analysis, the output of the syntax analysis is parse tree. Intermediate code generator, the output of intermediate code generator is abstract syntax tree, and code optimization is for constant folding. Okay, so let it be this one A, B, C, and D. This one is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what we'll get? A is matching with A is matching with 2, B is matching with 3, C is matching with 1, and D is matching with 4. Okay, so whatever be the option given to you, accordingly this particular answer will be correct. Now next we have the question from DBMS. The question says that there are two entities, E1 and E2. Now entity 2 is weak entity set and entity 1 is strong entity set. Now if it is weak entity set, then the relationship is what? Weak. Okay. Now the option says which one of the following is correct? Which one of the following is correct? So the option A says that neither weak entity set nor strong entity set must have total participation. Now, option B says that both set have total participation, both set have total participation, and option C says that the strong entity set has total participation, and at last option D, this says that the weak entity set has total participation. So always remember, whenever weak entity set is there, this particular entity set has total participation. That means what? The correct answer for this is D. This option is wrong, this option is wrong, this option is wrong. So the correct answer for this is D. If the data is correct, then in that case the option D is correct. Hope you all get the answer. Thanks for watching.